Hey everybody, what do you say? JJ59 Gannon here. And yeah, before I start today's video, I'd kind of like to apologize. I put out a video a couple of days ago, but I actually took it down because I don't know. I just felt, I really hadn't organized it and gotten it together the way I would have really liked to have to cover the subject that I was covering. I was talking about how, basically, I'd given away a portion, a large part of my collection, baseball card collection, and how, the process that I went through to begin recouing the cards that I had, and then beyond that as well, collecting cards that I never had. And yeah, well, I apologize because a few guys commented, and I just took the video down, and I never got back to them. So my basic message of the video was, you can do it. I mean, you may have lost the cards, either like your mom threw them out, or you gave them away, or you sold them and then you regretted it later. But my main message was that you could do it. But there were some other things that I wanted to talk about that stemmed from an article that I had shared, and also a book that I had read from. And at any rate, I'm gonna try to go back to those later, and readdress the things that I wanted to talk about. There was more to talk about than I, you know, than, than I had discussed in the video. So at any rate, I just thought I'd share a few new pickups with you today. I'm continuing with picking up the 1967 Topps cards, and again, such a great set. And here you see Dennis Bennett, Larry Jester, Johnny Edwards. Shout out to Drew Clean Cheap Shots, his man Eddie Watt, Jack LeMabe. That's not actually Bob Buell. That's me after reading the day's headlines. Bob Buell, who is largely known for pitching with the Braves, but he was on the Phillies in '67. And you got Lee Stange and Johnny Orsino, who previously caught for the Orioles, and Jim Bouton, of course, the Yankee pitcher, famous for writing Ball 4. Went into broadcasting later in his life, did the sports report on various news programs. And then another Yankee pitcher, Hal Reniff. So those are my latest 1967 pickups. And real quick, I want to thank my man Andy from Andy's Attic, who very generously sent me a care package of Mickey Lolich cards. Oh, whoops. Here you see his 1974 card, and it's in Andy's Mag Pro holder with his own personal flip up there. And what's great about this card is that it's from Andy, and it's in his own case, and also that the card is autographed by Mickey Lolich. Mickey Lolich is one of the few ball players that I really would have liked to have met. I remember watching him in the 1968 World Series, and he won the 3 games to help the Tigers defeat the Cardinals. He's telling Mickey Lolich autograph because he sort of looks like he writes a lowercase m when he writes his first name. But what a special card. Thanks, Andy. Really appreciate it. For all these. Here you got Mickey Lolich's 1980 card when he was winding up his career with the Padres. And then Mickey Lolich. Well, there's a Nobody Beats the Wiz card. I didn't even know these cards existed. And this card's from 1977. At the time, Mickey was pitching for the Mets. And as I remember it, the Mets management wasn't too happy about Mickey riding to the ballpark on his motorcycle. But I don't think that stopped Mickey from continuing to do it. So that's a cool card. And then also Andy gifted me these 2 ticket stubs. I have to get them out of the case. Excuse me. From an Old Timers Day game that was played in Texas between the Yankees and the Rangers. This is totally cool. So Andy, thank you for these. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Mickey Lolich. Sadly, we lost him earlier this year. Okay. And, I just thought, I was just looking at these cards today. Sometimes I'll buy a card just for the countenance, just because of the presence of the individual on the card. This one, I actually was looking for this recently on eBay, and I didn't realize I had already gotten it in a lot that I had bought some time ago. But I was looking for the card for the reasons I just stated. What's kind of cool about these 53 cards is like if you look at this card and this card, I mean, you can't tell, but both cards have creases and wrinkles. It's something about the paper stock, the thickness of the cardboard. If you hold the cards at a certain angle, they look perfect. But then if you I don't know if I can. With this one here, so I'm not really. I don't know if you can see it, but there is a crease running across. Where is it? Son of a gun. Maybe it doesn't have a crease. I know it has a crease. Oh yeah, it's going from here to here, all the way across. I don't know if it's noticeable. Love these 53 cards, though. Yeah. Just some 1953s. Yeah. Yeah, really, I mean, these cards are in nice condition. I mean, but, the stickler in me still wants to get them in slightly better condition without any creases or wrinkles. I like to keep some cards, just like this, so I can handle them as cards, instead of treating them like museum pieces. Yeah, this is a cool card. Yeah, I put my 50s cards and older into top loaders, and then, excuse me, I keep my doubles in penny sleeves, and some other cards in penny sleeves as well. But the older stuff I keep in the top loaders. And then anything that I have doubles of that might be wrinkled or have creases or whatever, I just, don't put in anything. I just handle them as cards, I think it's important to have cards that you relate to like that. Some more 53s. 53 tops. Yep. Just got a couple more. Ron Klein, he was around for a long time. And last but not least, Jack Dittmer. So that's pretty much what I have for you today. Very quickly, just throwing this out there. Anybody? I have two 1964 Pete Roses, and I thought I'd sell this one. Price to sell, I'd say $200. The only issues with the card are there is is this corner here, the bottom left corner, and also there are over here you have a little, what do you call that? But otherwise, the card's in nice shape. I mean, the corners are okay. I mean, they're not. This is not, mint stuff. I'd say VGEX. Back is nice. So, if anybody's looking for a 1964 Pete Rose, okay, I'd be willing to sell this for $200. If you'd like to see, better pictures of the card or close-ups of the card, let me know. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. Everybody have a great week, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.